We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. How you watch?
Popeye.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. You might have heard the conversation I had with the lady this morning. There is a thumbnail for that video on your screen. Now, I see where some persons are blaming the lady, but she did took some of the blame. Not everything can be revealed because, as the saying goes, the half has never been told. This mother, she left to the USA 4 years ago. Her aim was to try and sort out herself, then sort out her children. She left her daughter with her father and her father's side of the family. Something happened which I can't say, and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because of some of the comments. I'm just hoping that this young girl is disease free and she's able to get some good counseling. Truth be told, many big women who we look up to in society, they have been through worse than what this young girl went through. I am happy that her mother is not giving up on her. Mother, enough respect and don't be perturbed by the bad comments. Like I said before, the half has never been told. In the news today, detectives at the Falmouth Sissoka office in Trelawney, they have arrested and charged a 49-year-old welder named Vaughn Smith. He's popularly known as Wayne, and he's living at Bliss Hill in the Wakefield police area in the parish of Trelawney. He has been charged for the offense of rape. The allegations are that earlier this year, a 14-year-old girl was at her home in her room sleeping when Wayne went into the room, held her down, covered her mouth, and had intercourse with her against her will. It is also alleged that Wayne, he threatened to kill her if she told anyone. A report was subsequently made to the police, and Wayne, he was picked up. He was subsequently pointed out on an identification parade and he was charged. So he'll be going to the courts shortly. This incident, it took place early yesterday morning, Wednesday, July 24, between 1 and 5 o'clock. We are learning that a female in her early 30s, she locked up her home at Washington Drive in the Windsor Heights area of St. Anne and went to bed. When she woke up yesterday morning, she realized that her iPhone 12 Pro Max cell phone and over 300,000 Jamaican dollars that were in her dresser drawer were stolen. Our information is that the female, she had left the bathroom window open, so the hoodlum, he went there, removed the mesh from the window and entered the house. Just like that. This next incident, it took place late Tuesday night, July 23, almost 12 midnight. We are learning that a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the Portmore area. They were traveling along the George Lee Boulevard towards the Portmore Mall when they saw a motorcycle with two guys aboard exiting the Pigeon Shoot Fishing Village. No headlamp was on this bike. As a result, the police, they signaled the bike to stop. The rider, he complied. The pillion, he had a bag. So the police, they attempted to search the guys on the bike and held on to the bag when the rider, he suddenly rode off, leaving the police with the bag. The police gave chase, but the guys, they made good their escape on the bike in the Port Henderson area of Portmore. The bag was searched and bingo. It was found to contain one black and chrome .38 revolver with the serial number intact, containing 2.38 cartridges. So the police, they are now searching for those two guys. In this next report, I carried a story late October last year. It was about an incident that took place on Saturday morning, October 24, about 10 o'clock at Wharf Road in the Smithfield area of Westmoreland. Earlier that same morning, a lady in her mid-40s, she was involved in an argument with a guy named Julian Campbell, but he's popularly known as Dontae. Dontae is 24 years old and he's living in the same Wharf Road area of Smithfield. Dontae and the lady, they had an argument and he threatened to shoot and kill her. As a result, the lady, she went to the Savannah police station and made a report. Now, I am not sure whether or not the police went to look for Dontae to warn him not to carry out his threat, but about 10 o'clock that same morning, the lady, she was at her home when Dontae went there. He started arguing with the lady about the fact that she reported him to the police. Dontae, he then left her home and returned shortly thereafter with a gun. He pointed the gun at the lady and fired one shot. However, the lady, she managed to escape unhurt. Dontae, he then left. The lady, she went back to the Savannah police station where she made a report. Dontae himself, he then went to the police station where he made a report against the lady. He was taken into custody by the police and he was arrested and charged. The case was tried in the Western Regional Gun Court and yesterday, Wednesday, July 24, Dontae, he was found guilty by the judge in court for 1. Assault at common law, 2. Shooting with intent, 3. Possession of prohibited weapon, and 4. Using a firearm to commit a felony. So, Dontae, he'll be sentenced shortly and he's looking at some years in prison because these offenses were committed after the new Firearm Act was passed. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place yesterday afternoon. Wednesday, July 24, almost 4 o'clock. It took place at a bar along Cottage Drive in the Gregory Park area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that the bartender in her late 30s, she was in the bar when two guys rode up on a black motorcycle. They parked the bike in front of the bar and entered. One of them ordered a flask of rum. Whilst the bartender was in the process of serving them, one of them, he called the alias of a female and asked the bartender if she knew her. The bartender said no, and one of the hoodlums pulled a gun and opened gunfire, hitting the female to her right thigh and her left hand. The hoodlums, they then ran out of the bar, jumped on the bike and rode away, making good their escape. The bartender, she was rushed to hospital where she was treated and admitted. The mayhem. Now, this next incident, it took place early yesterday morning. Wednesday, July 24, almost 4 o'clock. It took place at Burke Road in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. We are learning that a joint police military team, they conducted an operation in the area. They went in search of a guy named Mark Anthony Lewis, but he was popularly known as Jameel. Jameel was a 23-year-old laborer and he lived at lot number 8 Burke Road. The police, they are claiming that they announced their presence and knocked on Jameel's door. A female who was inside opened the door. The police, they are saying that they entered the house and they were confronted by Jameel, who was armed with a gun, and in a few seconds it was all over. Jameel, he received gunshot wounds to his abdomen and one of his hands. The police, they are saying that Jameel, he fell clutching a .45 pistol loaded with 2 live rounds. Jameel, he died on the spot. Meanwhile, in the troubled, crime-ridden Green Island police area of Hanover, yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, July 24, about 5 o'clock, a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the Kendall area of Hanover. The police, they are claiming that they saw that guy on your screen. His name is Jermaine Campbell, but he was popularly known as Jay. On December 4 coming up, Jay, he would be celebrating his 23rd birthday. He was unemployed and he lived in the same Kendall area. The police, they are claiming that they saw Jay standing at the side of the road with a bulge in the front of his waistband. They are claiming that they stopped and identified themselves to Jay, and what took place next will be investigated by Indicom. The police, they are saying that Jay, he fell to the ground clutching a Browning 9mm pistol. He had received gunshot wounds to his upper body and he ended up dying on the spot. The mayhem. And still in the Green Island police area, I carried a story about the killing of that guy yesterday. His name is Aleeki Morris, but he was popularly known as Billy. Billy was 21 years old. Billy, he was shot and killed in his bedroom at Fish River in the Goode area of Hanover late Tuesday night, July 23, about 10 o'clock. So, listen me now. Listen me carefully. Sometimes when we as bloggers talk about scamming and the harm it is doing to Jamaica, a lot of persons cuss we and say a bad mind we bad mind the youths who make them money. We are told that Billy, he was humble. He hardly speak. He is the father of a baby, not even 1 year old as yet. But Billy, he was a chopper and he was making money. Billy, he brought a brand new 2024 Cobra motorcycle. He also bought a car and he had started building his house. But some guys who Billy grew up with, them catch bad mind. Tuesday night, they went to Billy's home where they obtained from Billy information about the client who Billy a chop. Are you following me? These guys, they also robbed Billy of an undetermined sum of money. They then pointed their guns in Billy's head and shoot him at point blank range. The hoodlums, they then took up his bike keys and rode it away. I am sure that Billy, he knew exactly who his killers were. It is likely, like I said before, that these hoodlums, they grew up with Billy and even went to school together. It is likely that Billy, he called them friends and they knew that Billy was making money. So, I know bloggers like me bad mind for talking the truth. Are the so-called friends bad mind them when them bingo. So, youngsters who are thinking of going into the game, yeah man, the chopping game, even the person who is encouraging you to come and start dial, them same one will kill you to get a hold of your client. You best believe. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, that young man on your screen, his name is Randine Goode, but he was popularly known as Coolieman. Next month, on August 13, Coolieman, he would be celebrating his 23rd birthday. Coolieman was a bike taxi operator and he lived at Rocky Hill District in the Sheffield area of Westmoreland. We are told that last night, Wednesday, July 24, about a few minutes after 9 o'clock, Coolieman, he arrived home on his grey Cabra motorcycle. He came off it and he was pushing it to the back of his yard to park it up when he was confronted by a hoodlum with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Coolieman, who ran off. The hoodlum chased him and continued firing shots at him, hitting him to his upper body. Coolieman, he fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he took away the bike keys from Coolieman and rode away on the bike. Coolieman, a father, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing if we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them